This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, I have given that in inbound rules as well. HTTP.
And one moment. This should be anyone, not the customized one. You should, because your load balancer is accessed by internet. For people accessing your load balancer, right? You should
Could
be
be
anywhere.
anywhere.
Right, right. You delete it and add one more rule. Yeah. You delete this rule and add one more rule. Yeah. HTTP. Select HTTP. Because load balancer is connected through the internet, right? So through internet means HTTP has to be selected, and it is
Yeah, but
accessed
here
by
only.
anyone. That is the reason you have to select any. Save it. Yeah, it should work by now. Can you try once?
Yeah, okay. I think I
Right,
am
right.
convinced on that. Okay.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, no problem. Any others have any issues? Mohit, Rajesh, Ajay? Yes, Navin, you're saying something?
Yeah, for me, no. Only the thing is that TFS I need to do one more time, Madan. So I will do it today
Yes, yes.
and once again.
Yeah, yeah.
Already
Yeah.
I have practiced one thing. I have some
Uh-huh.
doubts on that.
So, as you shared right now, this way, if you share now, immediately I can take help you. So, be ready with your setup. So, Revanti also having some issue. So, on Monday morning, anyway, I will explaining that if it solves for you also, fine. Otherwise, I will take up your issue as well. Monday morning at 9 o'clock, we join at 9 o'clock and we'll see that. Be ready with your setup.
Okay.
Let's wait for few to couple of minutes.
Yeah, and also, Madan, you said that there will be multi-cloud classes, right? When you are going to start the day, only on
Mm,
weekends or any sessions?
mostly on weekends only, Naveen. On weekends
Okay.
only I will take.
Yeah. Okay.
Only that way
Yeah,
I can
because
that way
yeah,
I
in
can cover
weekends
more
I'm
topics.
free. Okay, okay. Yeah, only weekends I
That
can
is,
say that so that I can learn and use all the things. But even weekdays, it's will be very difficult for me to do the work on this.
is it fine to work on weekends for you? Have to have classes on
Yeah,
weekends is fine for you all.
yeah, fine, fine
What
for
about
me.
what about others? Are you do you feeling hectic because though these 2 months is critical for you all who are aspiring for get an interviews, all right? So for them it is very critical. So if you spend good time, then no, you even won't feel bored actually. If you take only weekdays, no. So and weekends, if you take extra classes, that will help you so that you will be in loop. Otherwise you will feel lazy on weekends, no classes, right? That way make you lazy. So I will, after finishing today's session on Linux, if possibly I will completing, maybe if time permits I will complete the shell scripting as well. If that happens, then next weekend I will informing you that next weekend we will take rest, that is on second and third. And most probably I believe I can take another session on ninth and 10th. Ninth most. So ninth mostly I will think about 10th Sunday, depending how your availability. But on ninth I will plan. If you could not plan, then I move it to 16th. So on that weekend what I will take, I will tell you. But as of now, we'll this week we'll try to complete Linux. So while weekdays our sessions will be continuing on cloud. So you in between you practice well on the cloud, and let me know if you are facing any issues like that you mentioned today. I will help you out. So parallelly, whatever you learned in the weekends, you practice on the weekdays as well. Put some extra effort. So Linux commands are very easy. Just practice them. Probably I start another weekend. Probably, if possible, I will start Git on one of the weekend. Let's see what I will plan accordingly. So I believe only if you are joined, no problem. Let me share my screen. Okay, in last session, last week, we covered multiple commands on Linux, right? So we were at uh, how to add user account to a group, user mode, and various commands we saw. Today, how to we'll see out another command called change owner command. Change owner command. So how to change owner of a file or directory? How can you change it? That we'll see today. Okay. So normally, why we used it is used to change the ownership ownership of a file or directory. Right. So let's what we do. Let's create an instance first. Uh, Revanti, meanwhile, if possible, whenever you get a time, try to, if possible, if you want to fix the issue, you can make a setup ready so that in the break we will work on it. At 10:30 we have a break. At the time we will take 5-10 minutes and we will work on it if you are, if you like to, or else Monday also we can see it, no problem. I'm taking Linux machine. Okay, where am okay, now what we'll do, let's create a folder, some folder with some documents folder. So we have a documents folder now. Let's get into the document folder. Here, let's create one file, file one. And if you see now, ls-l, a list will come, right? So list is saying this is the first name is the owner of this file, and this is the group name. It's a group name. So group owner also same user, file user also same owner. He is the owner. Okay. Now I want to change the name, the owner of the file. So first for that what we require, owners, right? We don't have any owners as of now. That means owners means no users we have as of now. We don't have users now. So let's create first of all a user. First of all, let's create a user, and then we will use that username to make owner of this file. For example, as of now is the owner. Now I want to change this owner to another person name. Another person name I want to give here. Okay, so if you, as you know, we have a file called sudo etc password. If you go to this file, What is saying? So, let me pick my route. Mhm. Is a list of users. I'm sorry, what I'm doing actually? What command I have used before? See, the password what I'm using, I'm doing wrong, right? I'm not saying I'm sudo. I'm saying, but I'm not giving the command. What command? Do you want to view or do you want to open the file? Do you want to display the file? I'm not using either cat command nor I'm using vi command, right? I'm not using. So how it will respond then, right? So that is a mistake I'm doing. So I want to exit from the root user now. Let's clear the screen. Okay. Now sudo cat etc password. So here you see this is a list of all the users. Here we have a user called EC2 user now. Okay, this is a user ID, right? And is home directory. This we discussed last session. Okay, and the default bash is shell is bash. Okay, now let's create a one new user. So what that is how to you create a new user? Use sudo user add. Suppose I will create a username with Ravi. Ravi user I'm creating now. For this user, let's give a password. It's giving some delay. Let's see. It's not immediately responding. What happened to it? Password of Ravi. It's not. Changing password. Give a new password. I will give some password. Again, retype the password. Now password token submitted successfully. Let's run the command again. Okay, and let's see the content of this file. Now you see Ravi new user has been added now. Is a new user now. Okay, and his ID is this one. Okay, and Ravi's home directory is this one. Home/Ravi. So as we discussed, whenever you want to create, you can sorry whenever you for every user whenever you create your home directory will be created. Similarly, let me create another user ram. Now we have both users. Now ram also got another id, Ravi also got one id. Now let's try to see how the change owner will work. So clear the screen. Ls we have the folder documents. Get into the documents folder. Ls we have a file1 dot text. Now what I will do, let's see, type ls hyphen l long list I want. So in the long list, the complete description we got it. Now let's change the owner of the file. So how to do? Sudo ch own. Okay, and Ravi. Okay, Ravi is a should I want to be a owner here. In place of user owner, I want to change the user from EC2 user to Ravi. Then just give the command name and Ravi and the file name. Enter. Now ls hyphen l. Now see Ravi has been changed now. Now suppose I want to change the group name, you can give that as well. So how to give a group name? Sudo change owner. So by default, if you mention the name will assign to the user. To the user it will be renamed, user will be changed. But how to assign to a group, how to specify in the command? You simply have to give a colon symbol. When you say colon, then whatever username you mention here, now it will assign as a group name. So the here I will say Ravi. Now Ravi file 1. Now see ls-l. Now we have both Ravi and Ravi. For both username and as well as group name, both Ravi and Ravi is there. Now suppose I don't want to change separately, like first, this for username, this for group name. I want to do at a time. Then you can do it that as well. Sudo change owner. First of all, we have Ram user, right? I want to change Ram instead of Ravi. So Ram colon and Ram. If you say like this, Ram will be replaced with username Ravi, and this another Ram is for group name. So in one command we can replace username as well as group name. So now ls-l, you see both at a time changed now, right? This way we can change ownership of a file. So what we have to do? Sudo okay ch owner okay username username and file name, okay. And if you want to change the group name, then you should say example here is just a minute please, I'm just give me a second. Okay, so username sudo change owner and the username. For example, username is Ram, then you will give the file name here something. So one moment, this person. I want to respond to a person. One moment, please. Right, right. Sorry for the. One moment, please. Some students confusing with the links to join the class, our session. Yes, I'm providing them. One moment, please. Okay, that is about username, and the other one is how to change a group name. Change change user ownership of user group, right? So here you just mention colon here. Here you say colon here. So only change you have to do. So change both ownership of user and group. Then here you have to mention username and username. Here you say Ram and Ram. This way we can change the both names. Okay. Uh, right. That's all simple. So now let's now understand another command called locate. We have a locate command and find command. We have find command both. So what is this locate and find command? By the name you can understand. So if you it is for using for searching for some files. So locate and find commands are used per file search. Okay? Right, and you should understand that in every Linux machine we have a DB. Actually, we have a DB database. DB is nothing but database. So this, you somebody pinging. Hi Shibin, good morning. Swaraj, it's same link, Swaraj, and Shibin. Uh, okay, no change in the link. Okay.
But initially I tried to join, I was not able to join.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. No problem. No problem. So we just
Thank
started. We just started.
Yeah, no
We
issues,
discussed
Madan.
on change on. Yeah, yeah. Change owner just now started, and next we have locate and find command. See, for locate is somewhat different with from find command. Locate is somewhat different from find command. So locate, actually, for locate command is will be depending on a DB, a database. So locate command depends on a DB which available inside the Linux file system. Okay, so whatever you search, the whatever you're searching, those things will be automatically updated in the DB. And next time, whenever you're searching for the same file, then locate will go to the DB and it will fetch the results. So it is depending on the a database. So it will only search in the DB. Whereas find command is different. Find command is different. It will find the in the whole system. In the whole Linux machine, in the whole Linux OS, it will file system. It will find for the file. Whereas locate only finds in the DB. Okay. So let's how to try that? Simply go here and type here cd dot dot. The session is expired. One moment. So while we working, normally what we do, we won't keep a session like this. When we are busy with other task, then here we will run a ping command. A ping is a command which will continuously pinging to a server. Which server? You can take any server. For example, Gmail. As you know, Gmail is always running, right? You can to ping the Gmail account, or you can ping any server. Amazon.in also you can ping. So that way your session will be active and it will not expire. It will not expire. Ls here documents is there. Okay. Now what I will do, I will try to the command called locate file one dot txt. It's saying locate command not found, right? So by default locate command will not found. We have to install it. Okay. So for that, install locate command. For that, what you have to use command on the prompt you mention locate. We are using our Amazon Linux, so sudo yum. If you are using Ubuntu apt use yum install locate hyphen y, right? Let's try this. Now locate is done, but still there could be a problem. Let's see. Now this time again I want to locate a file with the name file1.txt. Saying locate cannot exist, does cannot stat. So it requires a DB is not available. That means we are the system we just now created, right? 30 minutes back we created it. So still whenever you create a server, a DB should be created as well. So then onwards, whatever you search with using the locate, the DB will be added with those details. The search details, it will be added inside the DB. So for that reason, we have to run a command to install the DB. Okay. So one moment, please. Now, so to update the DB, we have to write a command called sudo update DB. Run sudo update DB. It's updated now. Sudo update DB is a command you have to initially you have to run initially, not always. Right now, try to run the same command. Look at file txt. Now see it able to find. It's saying that it's inside the home directory, inside easy to user, inside documents. There's a file called this file is available. This way it will search. Right? If you see other file which does not exist, let's see, you could not find. Right? Now similarly find command. You can use find command as well. Okay. Find command will be search, will do search in entire Linux file system. Okay, simply what you have to do is simply you have to say command will be sudo find slash and the name you have to give what you want to the name you have to find the name, right, name of a file, then file name. This is a command. So when you say slash, the entire file system you want to search, the entire file system you want to search. Or suppose I want to find only in a home directory, because in the home directory we have different users, right? Like for example, if you go here, if you say how to go to home directory, present directory is what? pwd, present working directory. I mean ect user, right? cd dot dot cd dot dot. Now type ls hyphen l. We have three users, you see, ect user is there, ram we created, ravi we created. So I want to search only among these three users. I want to search the file. That means what I will do, I will give command. Now I don't want to find search in old file system. Simply I want to search only in the user directories. That is, you have to mention like home, only home you have to mention. So whatever users available inside the home directory, in all those user folders, it will search for the file. This is enough. This small, this enough. This command is enough instead of searching for the whole file system. So now I want to go back to our EC2 user. Now I'm back to our EC2 user. Now clear the screen. Now I will say find home, the name, which file name I want to search file name. Then you say hyphen name and then the file name, file1.txt. It found one in EC2 user. It found one in EC2 user. So Ravi, it is not searching. So now if you find the whole file system, for example, now I want to file the whole file system. If you say home now, instead of Ravi file now, file name one, I will say Apache, for example. It has not found, right? Now I want to file the entire system. Then you say hyphen, just hyphen. Then it will search the entire system, right? So at some locations, let's add a sudo over here. So it has found at one location the file Apache, somewhere here in this path. So it is searching the entire file system. It is searching for the entire file system. So this way you can use both locate as well as find as per your requirement. Now let's try to understand.
Excuse me, Madan. I think it has been stuck
Oh, is it?
for me.
What about others, please?
For me, it's showing that dollar clear return over there.
Or is it? What about others? What you are seeing others? Are you seeing my notepad?
We are good.
Yeah, note, we are seeing notepad that
Oh,
350
nice.
online.
Wow.
Okay, I will rejoin
So
once.
Swaraj, please, you Raja. So that is about small introduction about as a DevOps engineers, we no need to understand in-depth knowledge, but if you have this knowledge, then obviously what we do, we will depend on Google anyway. We can't remember lot of every command have lot of combinations and permutation combinations. So it have lot of attributes actually like home, like name. There many are there actually. But as per our requirement, while working, we can search on the Google. No need to remember everything, but at least you should know we have such some commands like locate, find. We have what extra parameters we have to add, that anyway we will take it whenever we get a task. But as of now, at least you should know we have such commands available. So how you see, are you able to see now, Swaraj, the notepad plus plus? Okay, now next thing is, let's try to understand. We already did this, but again I'm repeating, working with zip files in Linux. Okay, now what I will do, let's see how to zip it. We already downloaded from internet, we have unzipped it, right. So when you downloaded, we already got a zip file onto our machine previously. Now how can we create our own zip file then? How can we create our own zip file? Then we have a zip command. If you see here, we have a software called zip command. When you type zip version, okay. Mhm. So command is not version, it is hyphen v. For some, first see, remember, for some softwares we used to enter complete hyphen version. For some they take only hyphen v. Okay, that happens. Okay, some even take hyphen version also. Okay, if one fails, we can try with other. Okay, anyway, this is a zip. It is a of so and so version, 3.0 version, right? So this is a command. We can check whether we have zip installed or not. So zip, I'm saying dollar hyphen v. Okay, that's the version number. Now, I want to zip add. I have to create a zip file. As you know, on Windows, for example, these are some files. For example, these three files I'm copying now. I'm right clicking it. I want to say compress to a zip file. In Windows, we do like this: compress to a zip file. So when I do this compress to zip file, you see a folder will be created with the name Naveen. A zip folder is created, and when you right click, it will ask you to extract all. You can extract it, and you double click it. Uh, let's see it will allow it or not. So the zip, it zipped in such a way that it has what do you call, shrinked the data as well, and it is encrypted the data. So in the software taken care in such a way that it can zip it in a small size. It shrinks the data, complete the data, it will shrink into into less space, so that whenever you want, you can transmit it to different location, and you can unzip over there. So if it is a 1 GB file, and 1 GB file, and it's all text file, then when you compress it, it will take only 400 MB maybe. It will save 600 MB when you zip it. But it is it depends on file to file. If it is a audio or video file, then it cannot zip in that level. If it's a 1 GB audio file or video file, then it may zip it to 800 MB maybe. But if a text file, it can shrink even less. Okay, so let's try to do how to do the same thing on our Windows. For example, we have a folder here. your document. Let's get into documents folder. We have one file. Now let us touch few more files. File.txt. Raj, are you back? Is it fine now? Okay. Now we have three files. Now I'm adding. Now ls-l. We have four files now. Now what I will do, I want to zip them. Simply what I can do is you can write a zip command and what name you want to give. Okay, we will zipping it, but after zipping, in what folder, what name you want to give to the zip file. I want to give some file name like data. Okay, and what you want to zip, I want to copy zip all these files, all the four files. Then no need to give all four file names. You simply can give star dot txt. When you give dot star txt means any file with extension txt. So all these four files will be zipped under and packed as a package will be created like data.zip file. Enter now. So now type ls hyphen l, you'll see a data.zip file. A data.zip file is there. So all the files are added now. Adding file one, file all are added now. Now I want to see, for example, I want to see the content of data.zip file. I want to see it. So what can I do? How can I see it? So first of all, okay, I will write it later. So here you say zip hyphen sf. Okay, type hyphen sf will show you the file content of the zip file. Give the zip file name, just type d and tab and press tab button, the complete name will come. Now press enter. Now it shows that archive contains file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4. Okay, now suppose I want to add one more file to this same zip file. I want to add one more file. In Linux we have very much flexibility than Windows operating system. Okay, now to the existing zip file I want to add one more file. Let me create one more file. Touch m1.txt. Now just see, type, let us see the list. So m1.txt is there. This one I want to add. So to add I can say zip. You have to give a attribute called hyphen r. Okay, and the zip file name. Okay, where in which file you want to add to the data.zip file. To this I want to add. What is the file name then? File name is m1. Now adding, it's saying adding now. Now again I want to see the content of this, of our zip data file sf data. Now see, it contains all the five files. Now let me delete the file m1. I added, I want to delete it now. Then to delete it, what you have to say, zip hyphen d. Okay, and the zip file name. Then which file you want to delete? I want to delete file 1, for example. File 1. Deleting file 1. Let's see whether it is deleted or not. sf data zip file. Now see, we don't have file 1 now. We have file 2, file 3, file 4, and text m1 text file. Now let's see the content of this ls. We have file 1, file 2, file 3. Now I want to unzip it. If I unzip it, what is the command? You already know it. Unzip this file. Enter. It's saying replace file 2, because already in our directory we have file 2 is already there. So if you are unzipping, that means the file inside this data.zip, the file 2 will be, should come unzipped. It should be replaced in this document folder, but already it having a file with the same name. It's saying replace the file to text. So it's asking. So what I will do, I will say no, 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 and no, ls. So let me delete all the files, all the file, remove. Okay, file uh, star.txt. Let's see, star dot, all the files with having extension .txt, all the files with the file extension txt. So it's saying remove write protected regular empty file, yes, ls. Now all the files are removed. Now what command we used? Remove star.txt. Star means all the files which have extension as txt. Now I will unzip it. Unzip the folder. It's saying extracting file 2, file 3, file 4 and m1. Now type ls. Now you see all the 4 files are extracted now. So this way we use zip, we work with zip files. Okay, so zip here, the zip file name, give zip file name here, and all the text files, for example, zip all the text files with extension as star txt, right? Then this is for creating a zip file. Create a zip file with all text files. And next, so I want to display content of the zip file. Then simply say zip command is sf and the zip file. Next is add new file to zip file. Okay. Hyphen r. R is a attribute you have to give, and the zip file name and the file name. Which file you want to file name to be added, and then delete. D, right? So and finally how to unzip. Unzip and the zip file name. So this way we will work on zip files. Let me know if you have any questions. And also if you are in confusion how to use a what do you call command, a particular command, then you can always take help of a command called man. It's like you can think it as a manual. Okay, it's a manual command. It's a command we can call it a manual. It will help you to get more details about a command. Suppose I want to I want more details about, suppose uh, something like a find command, man find, give the man and space and command name. It clearly explains find searches for files in a directory hierarchy. So these are various attributes to be given. This manual page documents the okay find. If you come down, just click the down arrow. So you will get all the options of that command. Minus p, minus l, many are there. Many options are there. So no need to remember all of them. Whenever you working on real time, you automatically you will use them and you will remember it. While only by working you can remember, just by going through documentation you can understand, but at the time of working again you anyway you have to search for the attributes that to be given to a find command or any command in that scenario. Now to get out this manual, it's you have to use click on Q to quit. Okay, Q, click on Q. Now I'm out of the manual now, right? Now that is about man command. Man command is used to get more information about any Linux command. If required, you can use it. Is about it. And next is, let's we try to understand some more commands which I just now told you. Ping command. So normally, see our session. Sometimes assume you are not working on this console now. Assume if you don't work continuously for some 5 to 6 minutes, then the session will expire. At the time, you can use a command called ping command. And this ping is a command to check the connectivity. Normally, we use it for checking connectivity. Suppose, for example, I want to know whether Gmail is working. Server is Gmail server means what? Suppose you want to see check mails. What do you do? You will open the Gmail. You go to the browser. You type your login, right, and automatically you will be inside your inbox. How it is happening? It is happening because the Gmail is an application. It is software, web application, which is running in a server. It is running in a server. So in that server, the Gmail application is running. Because of that reason, you are able to connect to your Gmail account. Assume, as I told you yesterday, load balancer, such servers will be in hundreds, thousands. So in each server, Gmail server application will be running. So even one server is down, no worry. Your load balancer will take care. It will connect you to another server where Gmail is running. Now it will continuously running. No problem. You can have availability of that website always. But still, I want to check it. How can you check it? You can say simply ping gmail.com. You see, we getting response from one of the server. It having multiple servers. One of the server IP address is this one, 142.250.183.69. So a continuous response is coming from that server. Control C. Similarly, you can even connect to any application. Amazon.in. So Amazon.in having another IP address. So you getting response from one of the randomly picked server. It's not like that your Amazon application running only in this server, right? So this way, normally what we do, normally when you are not working on the console, we will give this command, some ping command, and we'll connect to one of the server randomly, and we'll continue working with other applications, so that our server here never the session will never end. It will continuously working, right? So that is our ping command. So control C, you will come out of the ping command. So here to connectivity. If you are in doubt, if you are thinking that your server is not working, normally we use it for our application servers. In our company, we will connecting, we are deploying applications, right? So those are for that servers you can test using this ping command. Something like ping www.gmail.com. You can use that, some for example. Similarly, we have wget command. We already use it. Download files from internet. This we already done. I think it is not required to explain. We have done this 2 to 3 times while deploying our application on the Linux machine. Right. And next command is curl command. Curl command. This is another curl command. It actually like no browsing. It's like browsing on your sorry. You are trying to connect to a, suppose when you connect to a website, you will get output, right? Suppose here I'm saying aws.amazon.com. I got this web page. I got the content like this. That means your Internet Explorer or whatever Explorer I'm using, yeah, it's Internet Explorer. This Internet Explorer is a browser. Browser also a application. This application understands the HTML. What HTML? Right click here and click on View Page Source. As I told you, every page is nothing but a HTML. So your browser is clever enough which understands the HTML code. Your browser understands only the HTML code and it knows how to convert that HTML into a viewable page. The same thing I want if I run it on my Windows on my Linux machine, you can do it. Curl and right click and paste the link. Now when I press it, but since I am the curl don't know how to display the content of this website, how to display the content of this website, it simply what it will do, it simply outputs the complete source file, that is HTML file. Enter. You see the whole content it is displaying is the same content which I shown here, but this content our browser knows how to show it in a viewable format. You can view it, it knows how to display, but our curl command does not know, but our curl command can display the content of any link. You can give any link, it will display that. Even amazon.in, it will display the content of amazon.in. Okay. Okay, so like that we use curl command. Okay, so finally what is that curl command? It is used to send http request to a URL, right? And here, while testing on your machine, while working on Docker at the time, we will use curl command. I'll at the time I'll explain it again. So at the time, I want to check whether my container is working fine or not. What the in Docker we have a concept of containers, right? There I want to view the content of the container, for example. Then I can give the IP address of that container, or then you can give something like this. At the time I will dig into again curl command. But as of now, curl is used to see the content of a page. And next command is ifconfig. Ifconfig to get IP address of our machine or server. Same like our Windows. In Windows, if you say CMD open, here if I say here I don't use ifconfig, I will use ipconfig. The command is different. You see, here I am using ifconfig. Here I use ipconfig. There is a difference. When you type ifconfig, I will get my machine IP address, the machine IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Similarly, here also we can use, but command is different. That is ifconfig. Ifconfig. So it's showing the private IP. The private IP ending with the 32.197. 32.197. When you go here, 32.197, right? So let's check what IP we having or server having. See, it's ending with 32.197. So when you type ifconfig, our server's IP address it will display. This is my local machine. This is my local machine IP address. I can use on Windows, and on Linux machine we use ifconfig. Here is the configuration details about our Linux machine. Now one more command we have, like top command. top command, what it is, small, these are small utilities. You can think of small utilities, small programs which will help you for various purposes. This will display the running processes. Process are nothing but your, when you click here, let me close this window. When you right click here, you'll get a task manager, right, in Windows. When you click on task manager, you can see all the processor running on machine, all the processor are running, right? So the same thing I want to see on my Linux machine. Then you can use top command to display the running processes. Then simply type top, enter. So in this, on the right side, there's a various commands. These are all system commands. We have not installed anything. There are system commands. They are running inside. And you see carefully, process ID is there on the left side. First column having process ID. So every command will have a ID, process ID. You say process ID. Who is the owner of that ID? Root user. So how much CPU, how much memory it is using, everything it will display in this top command. When you use top command, you will get it. Okay. Now press Ctrl C. Always when you want to come out of any command, press Ctrl C. Most of the times. The same thing I want to see in a graphical way. I want to see in a graphical format, for example. Then you can use htop. It is used for the same purpose. Purpose is same, but with some colors it will come. Running, display the running processes in graphical format. So htop, saying htop command not found, you just install it. Okay, install stop command. How simple? Sudo yum install htop -y. -y is not required, it's not mandatory. And give it. Now it is successful. Clear the screen. Now type htop. Now you see, if you observe the CPU here, a line is coming out and going, right? Somewhat graphical manner it will work. Your process ID and your commands where they exist in the complete path. Previously in top command, we could not see the path. We could be able to see only the command ID. And here various options here. F1 to help, F2 to set up, F3, F4, various things are there. F10 is for quit. Okay, this command you can use. Now press F10. I'm out of it. We have another command called free. Free command displays how much memory used, how much memory is free. So used memory is this much, free memory is this much, shared is this much, total memory is this much. So that is free command. To display the memory, and we have another command called history. The name itself saying what commands till now we have used to display all the commands used in that session. Now if you type history now, from the morning, from last 40 minutes, what the commands we have used, everything will be shown here. Till now we have used around 62 commands, right? All these commands we have used. So you can use this if you want. Okay, these are some introduction to some of the commands. Any doubt till now? Let me know if you have any doubts till now. Okay. Now let's try to understand another concept called inode. Another concept called inode number. So when you run a command like ls hyphen li, you see here I am adding now. You see when I added a command I over in the end, you're getting a number at the end. This is called inode number. It's a unique number. So this number will be assigned to every file, even directory for everything. A separate number will be used, created. So your Linux machine will manage this based on these numbers only. They will find out the file. So all these numbers will be maintained in a database, in Linux database. It will maintain using the IDON numbers only. So whenever you're searching a file for anything, so it all depends on the inode number only. These numbers are stored inside the Linux DB. So let's so inode is one unique number that will assigned for every file in Linux. Okay, Linux will use this ID, this inode number to locate, or you can say map our files, its name in the Linux DB. Okay, that is about Linux. That is about inode. Inode, we need to understand these numbers. We need to understand that every file will contain a number. If you know this, every file contains a inode number, then you will understand a new topic called links. Links, like no, on our Windows we have shortcut links, right? Suppose if I want links is here, for example, or what do you call, info is there, for example. If I click on the right click, if I right click here, um, so show more options. Now send to, if you see here, I'm sending it to a desktop, and it will automatically creates a shortcut. It will automatically create a shortcut. You click on the shortcut now. Now on the desktop, the same name, shortcut will be created. See, info shortcut, right? A arrow is coming here. By seeing this arrow, we will understand that this is actually mapping to that file. So when I double click on it, I get a file. File is opened. But if our file is here, if I open the same file is open now. Okay. In Linux, see, in Linux also we have the same concept. It's a link, shortcut link, right? In Linux also we have same concept. How to create a shortcut in Linux? So we have concept called hard link and soft links. And soft links. So in Linux, we can create link files similar to shortcut files in Windows. Okay, here we have two types, two types of link files in Linux. One is hard link, and is soft link. Okay, now let's understand how can we create a hard link and what is the difference between this hard link and soft link. We'll try to understand with a with a practical lab. Now, syntax to create a hard link. Simply, you have to give a command called ln. Ln is nothing but link, and to which file you want to link, the original file name you have to give original file name. And what is the link you want to create? Link file name. You can give any name you want to give as alias. You can give any name, the original file name and the link name. Okay, so let's try this one. Now what I will do, go to a prompt. Session has expired, it's not responding. Give me a minute please. Okay, just press tab up arrow, it will come. Okay, here we have some files. Let's now see how can we create a hard link. So command is ln. Okay, and first of all we have mn here. Here is the mn text file. For this I want to create a hard link. Then how can I do it? Simply say ln, and to this I want to create a link file. So I will say, I will give a new name, something like m1 is there, right? So m11 txt. Now type ls hyphen li. Li will display with the inode. You see carefully, both M1 and M11 both having the same inode number. They having the both same inode number. So now whatever you add a content in M1 automatically reflects into the M11 text. Now let me see the content of both of the files. M1 for example, cat and display, nothing is there. Similarly, cat M11, so both doesn't have any file. So let's add some content inside M1 file. Cat, you know this, right? How to add enter data. You can use vi editor or you can use cat command if you're editing only one or two lines. This is new content. Okay, control C. Now we type m1 txt. We got the content. Let's try with other file as well. It should replicate the same content in m11 as well, because it's a link file. Enter. See, m11 also having the same content. Both having the same content. We have not added into m11, but whatever you do with m11, m1 will be reflected. Now if you delete m1 file, let me delete m1 file. So remove m1 dot text file ls hyphen li. You can still the m11 will be available. Will not be any effect on m11. Still it is available. You can use it. You can use it. Now This you should understand. Even you delete M1, M11 will be available. But whereas in soft link, it is somewhat different. Okay, right. So what we did, link m1.txt, m11.txt. This is a command we did. Then cat m1.txt, add some text here. Then what you have to do? Control C, right? Okay. Now you should observe same content in m11.txt as well. And if we delete m1.txt, m1.txt will be will still be available. Okay, that you should understand. Now what about soft link? Soft link, we'll see syntax: create a soft link. Command is same, no change, but only attribute changes. Previously what we did, the same command, right? Same command you can use. Here one attribute you have to give hyphen s. Hyphen s denotes that it is a we are going to create a soft link. It's like same like our Windows. Okay, same like our Windows. Why? So in Windows, if I delete if you delete this file, then the shortcut, having the shortcut is waste, right? If I delete the file, then if I delete the file in Windows the folder, original folder, if I delete it, then having the shortcut is useless, right? It's like same, it's a soft link. The same thing we are going to do it now. So now what I will do, let's touch a file, touch d1.txt. Okay, ls hyphen l, see d1 file is created. Okay, and ls hyphen I, if you add, I'll get an inode as well. It's having an inode. Now what I will do, ln hyphen s d1.txt and d11.txt. Now ln ls hyphen li. Now if you observe, both having different inodes, but it is showing that this is referring to, it's a soft link to the original file. This is the original file. It's a shortcut to this original file. Now let me add some content to d1 file. Now if it's cat the content d1.txt, I get this content. Let me try with the same with the d11 as well, d11.txt. So both are the same thing. So where is the difference coming? Previously in hard link, both will have the same inode numbers, but in soft link, both will have different inode numbers. That you should understand. That is the main difference. You see, M1, these both having same soft links, inode links. You see, same inode numbers. Here they both having different. Now if I delete, remove d1.txt. Now ls hyphen li, you see it is in now in red color. It's called a dangling file now. It's called a dangling file. Let's see the content of it. No such file or directory, because the original file is not available now. The same thing happens if I delete on Windows as well. right? The same thing happens. Try this. Okay, try this. Now after that, now you do the operation like cat d1.txt is the content, and then you delete rm d1.txt, and also to do this operation as well, like d11 as well. Okay, here we should see the content same, right? And remove the dn file. Now try. Now remove that, then you try to see the content again, d11 should not get content. Okay, try these scenarios. Please let me know if you have any questions till now.
Yeah, Madan, did we use this in real time anywhere? This inner concept. Uh,
It is not required. Mostly
yeah,
we won't deal with. Actually, mostly what we do, we normally we modify the files. That's all. Most of the time we modify the configuration files. Those things we do. But just for to have knowledge, I'm explaining this stuff.
oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so nothing serious about these commands, but just having knowledge, having this knowledge is helpful.
Yeah, got it. Just these are the comments are available, so let us know. Yeah, got it.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. At least we should know names of names, like we should know names, understand some names. If you don't know even names, then that will be difficult, right? So that's all. That is the only purpose. Now try to understand some how to install softwares, package managers. We call it as package managers in Linux. So till now we have used it already. We have different package managers actually. We have different types of package managers to install software in Linux. Okay, the first thing is app. We already know this. We used in Ubuntu, right? So actually, we have two families. Actually, we have Red Hat family and Debian family. This comes under Debian family. So in Debian family, commands are similar, and in Red Hat family, we have similar. We have two types of families: Debian and Red Hat families. Okay, these two we have. So Ubuntu comes under Debian family. So when you know it comes under Debian family, then the commands for Ubuntu, the commands will be same. For Ubuntu, whichever flavors comes under Debian, like Ubuntu, and we have uh, what you call. Let me collect it. So multiple different flavors are there under Debian family. For them, the commands will be same. If you take Red Hat, in Red Hat we get Red Hat itself, Red Hat Enterprise OS is there. We have Amazon Linux is there. We have CentOS is there. So those comes under Red Hat. So for them, the commands will be same, like yum command. Okay, accordingly, the family, the commands changes. Actually, we have only two families, so there's no much difference. Actually, only 5%, 4% commands will be different, but remaining 90-95% commands are same, even though they belongs to any family. So what is apt now? Apt is nothing but it's a advanced package tool. We have used it already. right? Example is Ubuntu. This comes under Debian family, or you can say instead of family, you can say Debian based distribution also. You can say. Let me check on the recording. What's going on right now? So how you use this? How we use this normally? As you know, sudo, we used it already. Sudo and apt install. Suppose you want to install Maven, for example, they will say Maven, something like this. Similarly, we have another package manager called deep package, dpkg. It is underlying package manager used by apt apt command. So internally, apt command uses this package manager called dpkg. Another also we know this already, yum. This normally is called yellow dog updater, yellow dog updater, comma modified. So it comes under Red Hat family, or you can say Red Hat based distribution. So that is about it. And then we have another type of command like DNF. It's called dandified yum. It is replacing yum package manager in latest versions of various family of various versions. Like no, we in Red Hat we have various flavors like no, Fedora, CentOS. So in this OS, it's going to be replaced soon. DNF. So just having knowledge of these things will be helpful. You should have some knowledge that such that we have such what you call software different types of packages available. That knowledge you should have. So for example, you want to install, you know how to install now. So because we are in using Amazon, then if you say I want to install Java, for example, we already installed Apache. The session is expired. Please.
Hello, Madan.
Hello, hello, Madan. Your voice is not audible.
Yeah, same for me, Rajesh.
Yeah, okay.
Madan, we are not able to hear you.
How is it now? Can you confirm, please?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Can you
fine
hear me
now.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now fine.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
is audible.
okay, okay. Yeah, okay, thank you, thank you. So I was saying that, so sudo yum install maven. This is what we have installed just now. So if you don't give hyphen y, if you don't give hyphen y, it will ask you. It will ask for your confirmation. Similarly, we have installed Apache as well, right? So Apache, here we have, should not use Apache, right? We should use HTTPD. In Ubuntu, we should use Apache 2, but in in Amazon Linux, the same Apache server command is different. It is HTTPD. So press enter. It will ask for your confirmation. It is saying that total download size 2 M, install size 6.1. Are you okay? So if you give, anyway, why I am giving here, why I am entering, but while giving the command itself, if you give minus hyphen y, here if you give hyphen y, it will not ask your confirmation, right? So those things you should remember. So it's in Amazon. So here we should use sudo yum install java hyphen y. Okay, something like, now you want to install some other software, for example, yum install maven. These are the some examples I'm giving how to use a yum command on Amazon Linux. Similarly, for Ubuntu, you should use, in place of yum, you should simply replace apt. Okay, but again, this if you working in want to install Apache, then you should say install httpd. In Ubuntu, use Apache 2 instead of httpd. That you should remember. Any questions till now? So in the first session, we'll come end with a small concept called awk command. We will end this session with after finishing this one last command called awk command. Okay. So what is awk command? The awk command is a versatile text processing tool available in in Unix like OS. In Unix also we have this command. Now it's available in Linux as well, including Linux. Allows you to manipulate and extract the uh, information from a structured data should be in a structured text file, usually in a columnar form. Okay. It takes input and processes the input, the given input line by line, and performs actions based on the specified pattern and values. Okay, let's because I have already, to save some time, I already got some data here. Info is a file. This is a file. So if you see, it's a columnar format. Columnar format means, as I told you, columnar format. So column wise, in the first column names are there, in another column other details are there. So Ram is a manager. Okay, you having some salary, this much salary, and some data. It could be any data, but I've taken some random data. Now this is a file I have. For example, on this file I want to process. On this file I want to process, and I want to do some search, so that in if it is small file you don't find its advantage, but if it's a big file you will find its advantage. So this file I want to create. So I copy this content. Let's copy this content, go here. Okay, now what I will do, I want to create a file. Ls, we don't have any file here, we have a directory. Let's create a file now. How to create a file? Cat command. Some I will say employee or emp info, something like that, .txt, some file. I want to enter some text. We just copy it, right? Paste it. Everything is here. Press enter, control C. Okay, clear the screen. Now we say, one moment please. So cat. So break, we will increase the break, no problem, don't worry. Okay, so 30 minutes break we will take. Instead of joining at 11, we will join at 11:15. I will in 5 minutes I will complete it. 11:15 will connect again instead of 11. So here is a file. They say take some any random file name, info.txt, and then press enter, and here you place the content, and then save it. Control plus C. So then what you have to do? What is the command? Now I want to get all the file content of this info file. Normally you do it, how you do it, you simply use a cat command. You say employee info.text, you use a cat command. It will give you all the details, right? It will give you all the details. But the same thing how I can use with awk command. Using awk command, how can you display the entire file content? So for that, what I have to do, simply say awk is a command, and in the single quotation, see the syntax, in single quotation, in curly brackets, you have to say print and close a single quotation, and then the file name. The file name is emp info.txt. Let's try that. Awk awk single quotation in the curly bracket, print, close it, and single quotation. Okay, emp enter. You see the command is as printed. It worked same like our cat command. It worked same like our cat command. The syntax you should understand. Now in this list, I want all those people details who are managers. So Ram is a manager, Shekhar is a manager, Mahesh is a manager. So I want these details. Then how can I do it? You simply another command display all the manager details. Then how to do? Simply again awk awk command in single quotation again in place of curly bracket. Previously used curly bracket. Now I want to say slash. Give a slash here. Manager. Give the string which you want to search. Close the slash. Now slash has been closed. Now you want to print it. I want to display it, right? Same command which I used before. The same thing. You copy this complete thing and end it. I want to get first search manager and print them, all of them. Where we get it in this file. Now copy this complete command. The complete, but from here. Paste it. Now enter what it has done. Uh, uh, uh. What file name have given? EMP info text only, right? Okay. See, the command is wrong. You see, here I given AWS. So we can connect to AWS as well. We can connect to our AWS as well. We can connect to our console. We can connect to our console. Today, while in shell scripting, we'll see how to connect to our console and how can we fetch the running instance details while working with the shell scripting. But as of now, ignore it. So I by accidentally I've typed in AWS. AWS is a command to connect to our website, to our console, cloud console. So it should be AWK. That is a problem. Okay. Now type it again. Enter. Now see, we got no such file. I'm doing a lot of mistakes. Just one, please. I should not copy altogether. First of all, I should not copy the commands. ls. Okay, we have this file now. awk. Okay, in single quotation. Okay, manager. First of all, let's see the content of this file. awk in single quotation print was this an emp file. This is a file. Now I want to fetch the details of manager. Now in single quotation. Okay. Now you type manager. Close this, and then I want to print them. Close this and close this, and emp. And I press enter. You see now I got Ram manager, Shekhar manager, Mahesh manager. Similarly, I want to print, for example, clerk, CLE clerk. I want all the clerk details. Okay, and a slash over here. Now press enter. Now these four persons are clerks. So this way we get the content of the from the file. Now I want there's another command from one moment please. Till now, do you have any questions, please?
No.
Okay, let me check the other command. One moment, please. What is the other one? What can we do? Let me check one command. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, Madan, in Arc
If I
also
want to
there are
print,
different attributes.
Yes, yes. It's again it have different parameters. Okay, different parameters we have. So I'm just recollecting. What this one?
Yeah, I can think like $1 like that. We
Three.
did some common attributes.
Yes. We have some commands actually. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what is doing now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So it is printing the first two columns. Sorry, the 1, 2, 3 columns should be printed 3 columns. No.
First 1 and 3 columns to print, I think, I guess.
Perfect. You see the first column is RAM and the third column is account. So if you want first column and third column, I am giving 1 and 3. And now you might have imagined now I want the fourth column, the salary part. You can give 4 now. Now the name and the salaries part is coming up. So like that we have multiple combinations. Okay. So whenever we require, we can get into deep of what is deep into the commands of awk command, but these are the introduction to awk command. But we may need to do, or may not be required, but try to understand. We have a concept called awk command. So we have to use if you want to work on a file, and if you want to fetch some details like this, and the data is in the columnar format, in this format, and if you want to fetch some details, then your best friend is awk. Awk is your best friend. You can use it and you can fetch the details. Okay, let's take a break, and let's connect at 11:20. Okay, let's connect at 11:20, and try to finish by 12. Instead of 12:30, we will try to finish by 12:45 today. Okay, I'm taking break now. We connect at 11:20, please remember 11:20. Okay. uh, so it's 11:20, don't forget, sharp at 11:20, please.